Hello, my loves. So, guys, we're going to do something really cool here. I was just looking at something and I found a spread called the Major Arcana. It's like a Major Arcana type of spread, right? And what it tells you to do is take an entire deck of tarot cards and go, start from the Fool all the way down to the World card, 1 to 21 of the Major Arcana. In this deck, what you're going to do is you're going to find, let's just say, the Fool, right, in the deck, and then you're going to take the Minor Arcana in front of the, okay, so let's say we're doing, because it's here, so it's just easier. Let's say we're doing the Magician, right? So we've got the Two of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So that would go with the Magician card, right? So I initially started doing this on camera, but it's very time consuming. You guys know me. I like to shuffle on camera. I like to do it on camera. I'm like, oh my Lanta, they're going to be asleep by the time I'm done with this. This is very time consuming, okay? Because you have to go in, find the Major Arcana, and then twice when I was doing it, I messed up and I put a Major Arcana where a minor is. But anyways, moving on. So the point here is I'm sorry that the cards are laid out already. It's very time consuming, but I think you guys are going to enjoy this. I don't know. So we're going to do the reading, and in the comments, you guys let me know if you like this, and we'll do it every, once in a while, or maybe I'll just incorporate it as a steady thing. Okay. So what we have here to start off with is the Fool card. Okay, so the Fool is the start of the Major Arcana. This is a card representing taking a risk. This is a card representing being non-committal, just, having fun, enjoying life, being young. You know what I'm saying? Being young. This is the start of your journey. This is like teenage, you know what I'm saying? Teenage years. Those years when, you know what I'm saying, you were willing to take that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really pay attention to consequence, okay? Now, what's happening here is I feel that the advice that we have here is the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So what Spirit is trying to tell you here is you need to lighten up. Hardcore. Okay, you need to start having that I don't want to say childlike appearance or anything, because obviously we're all adults. We know, obviously not to, you know what I'm saying, do good or bad, but you need to lighten up a little bit, be more jovial. I feel it would help the relationships between you and your children. It'll help communication between you and your partner, your relationships. I feel like Spirit is telling you that, maybe you just look mad all the time. Maybe you just look like you always feel like you have to be the smartest one in the room. You have to have the answer to everybody's problems. You have to, you know what I'm saying? See, this Page of Wands, it's fun, it's laughter, it's sexy time, jokes or whatever, and you see how small that is? Yet here, when it comes down to not showing emotion, being smart, handling your responsibilities, being strategic, creating a spreadsheet, doing this, putting the calendar, doing work, juggling this, you're doing all of that. You're trying to outsmart life and everything else, but you're missing out on having fun. So for whoever this is resonating with, you have to start focusing on having fun again, having that leap of faith, knowing that if you do not, you know what I'm saying, do everything on your checklist for today, the world is still going to go on. Okay. And then no one's going to die. All right. Now, with the Magician, I feel like this is a representation of what is working in your life, or what intent you should try to manifest on. I feel like with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups, what we have here is, a lot of people tend to manifest and say, I want love in my life, or I want that in my life, I want this in my life, when sometimes what you need to be manifesting is healing from past childhood trauma, healing that heart chakra, okay? Healing that heart chakra so that you can give and receive love in a healthy way. I feel that many of you are manifesting new love, maybe a past life soulmate. I feel that you guys... I feel like if you have recently rekindled with an ex, or I feel like if you have met a new love and you feel that strong connection with them, it can be a past life soulmate, and it does have what it takes to make it to the finish line. Because that Magician, you see the cup the sword, the wand, the pentacle. That is somebody who has what it takes to make it work. So 2 things there. A, when you manifest, make sure to heal whatever childhood trauma you may have, so that when you give love to somebody, you can give it fully and completely. Okay. And number 2, if you're manifesting, if you have manifested new love or rekindling reconciliation with an ex, I do feel like the connection has what it takes to work. Okay. I do feel like it has what it takes to work. Now, the High Priestess is a card of wisdom. The High Priestess is a card of secrets. The High Priestess is a card of being quiet and focusing on your inner self, handling things on a level of your higher self. Okay, it's a very spiritual card. I feel here with the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Cards, this is also a card of intuition, guys. I feel like there is a painful truth here. There is something that you have to release, okay? You know this, whether it's a bad relationship, whether it's a third party, whether it's a friend or a family member that's always coming in between your relationships, whether it's a smoking habit, a drug habit. There is something here that is not bringing any benefit to your life. All it does is bring heartache over and over and over again. Now, this may be a habit that, you keep a secret. Maybe some of you could be alcoholics or drug addicts or whatever, and, it's a secret. You're not telling anybody. Or it could be here that, you're harboring resentments of being rejected as a child, or you're harboring resentments of being rejected by your exes, or you're harboring very low self-esteem because you've always been put in third-party situations and you feel like you're afraid to put yourself out there. You would just rather remain quiet and in a corner because you feel like you don't accept yourself. There's some behavioral pattern here that has to do with rejection, loneliness, pain that you need to focus on. Your intuition is telling you need to clean this out. You need to start that spiritual journey. I feel like you haven't been talking about this to people. Like there's something very deep and dark inside of you that is lonely, that feels rejected. It's a heartbreak it just hasn't healed right. Okay. Some of you need to come out and focus on this and stop keeping it hidden. Okay. Now, the Empress card here. Now, the Empress is a mother. The Empress is a wife. The Empress represents fertility, new beginnings, creating, boss woman. This is like, some readers call it the Beyonce card, where you wake up in the morning, take care of your kids, take up your house, go out, slay, beast mode, make money, handle your business. It's like, the perfect mom, perfect wife, perfect whatever, right? So what we have here is the Ace of Swords and the Six of Swords. I feel like what Spirit is telling you here is, in order to achieve this level of, in order to achieve Empress mode, you have to cut out the things in your life that are holding you back. Okay. So for instance, if, and I'm not, no pun intended here, I'm not judging anybody because listen, I should be the last one to talk when it comes down to what I'm about to say, but I'm just making a point because I've learned my lessons too. Let's just say you're in a bad relationship with somebody who never works, wants you to pay for everything, wants you to do all of these things. Meanwhile, you're trying to save to go to school for something so you could open your own business, or you're trying to, do you understand what I'm saying? This is someone who's draining your life force. This is a toxic energy that you need to cut out and move away from. Okay. Now let's just say you go out with your friends every weekend and you spend more than you should spend every weekend. You're touching your savings. You go a little overboard almost every single weekend and you can't save, and it's really affecting your progress. That's gotta go. Okay. That's gotta go. There are certain things that you actually have to leave behind, move away from. For some of you, it could actually be moving physical location. Like you just know that being in the location that you're at around your friends, maybe living with your mom, living with your dad, living with whatever, you're just never going to achieve these goals. You have to cut that out, get in your car and leave. The Six of Swords talks about leaving toxic or troubled waters and moving into more peaceful waters. There's something here that needs to be cut out. It could be a mother figure. It could be an overbearing mother figure for some of you. Okay. For others of you, it could be the fact that you're a mother and maybe your children are way grown and you're treating them like they're 5 and it's time to really cut the cord. You see what I'm saying? Something here needs to be cut out so you could move forward to achieve this Empress position. Now, here we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is the divine masculine. The Emperor conquers. The Emperor controls. The Emperor wins the battle and then, sits on his throne and looks down at everybody, telling them what to do, okay? And this is what maybe you should stop doing, Cancer, because it's coming off as, and it's funny that the King and the Queen of Swords is right underneath each other. This is what's causing the ending to your relationships. This is what's causing divorce. And even if, Cancer, even if you're like, yeah, but Gina, they always hurt me, this and that, I understand, but it may stem from the fact that there's a controlling, untrusting behavioral pattern here. You have to understand your thoughts and what you speak is what manifests, okay? I'm going to actually put myself on the line. I'm a Cancer, so I'm going to throw myself out there. I'm going to throw myself under the bus, okay? Me and my boyfriend just had a discussion about a female friend of his or whatever, and, something happened, and he heard it in my voice that maybe I wasn't too excited about it, right? And automatically he jumps in, and it's funny because he's a Taurus, but automatically he jumps in and he's just kind of like, hey, how do you feel about this? What are your thoughts on it? I don't want to do something that hurts you or whatever. Now, I want to make things with something perfectly clear here. In the past, I would have been this Queen of Swords. I would have automatically jumped to the worst case scenario. I would have gotten upset. I would have fought until this girlfriend that he has on the side was out of the picture. I would have been very untrusting of the situation. I would have started, looking up her name and try, that crazy shit that we do, right? And it ultimately maybe would have caused an ending because I'm manifesting trouble. I'm manifesting an argument. I'm manifesting mistrust. I'm manifesting something that just simply wasn't there. And this time around, I handled it, gracefully, quietly. You see this right here? I didn't allow my fears of rejection, of pain, or whatever to step in. I just was very quiet. I was very quiet and I let him make his decisions. And he literally said, you know what? I'm just not going to mess with it. If she calls me back for it, fine, but I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to say anything. He made the right decision all on his own. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, my point here is sometimes as much as we want to say that in the past we are not at fault for anything, if you're in that mentality, you have to understand that you're not learning in life. You have not learned anything because we're always at fault for something. Whenever you point a finger at somebody, you got 3 pointing back at you. So whoever's in their divine masculine where they're very guarded, very strict, no, you're not playing me, and no, you're not doing this, and no, and you're not doing that, and it's causing things to end here because it's too strict. There's not enough fun. There's not enough joy. Let me ask you a question, Cancer. Do you want to be around somebody that makes you laugh and that you could feel like you're yourself with, or do you want to be with a drill sergeant? Do you understand? And you don't see yourself coming off this way. You don't see yourself coming off this way. But see, the problem is that you've got this festering inside of you. You've got childhood issues, ex issues, you've got confidence issues, you've got rejection issues, and we all do. We all have, things like this that we have to handle. But the point is that we're going deep inside here, and that's what the major arcana does. The major arcana is your journey, okay, your spiritual journey. So what I'm telling you here is you got to go deep within because you're not reaching Empress mode because something's got to get cut out of your life physically. You're not reaching Emperor mode where you are able to succeed in your goals because ultimately the Emperor makes a goal. I want to invade Sweden, Italy, Germany, whatever. He goes in, he invades, he conquers, he sits, he relaxes, right? The reason why you're not able to attain your goals is because you're going about it too rough. Okay, some things require a softer touch, and you're just coming at it too many swords. You're throwing too many swords at people. You're going on a date. Well, how much do you make? Well, what do you do? What is your credit score? What are you looking for? How many? You know what I'm saying? It just all this. Too much. It's just you're requiring too much of people, even though you think you have the right to, and you probably do because you've been hurt in the past. I'm not saying that you don't, but it's time to sometimes remember that we have to wipe the slate clean and go back to being, fresh again. Having that innocence again, okay? Because the Fool ultimately represents innocence, all right? Not being jaded, not being scorned, not coming into relationships already broken and, with 10 swords in our back, okay? Now, with the Hierophant is your spirituality. It's tradition. It's marriage in some, in a love reading, but ultimately it's a priest. It's the way you see the world through a spiritual view, okay? And right now what's happening is I feel that for many of you, the trouble is that you don't have a relationship with your spiritual guides, with God. It's like you're in so much pain with this Nine of Swords energy that some of you may even be mad or upset at the divine, the universe, God. How can you let this happen? You know what I'm saying? Some of you may even be upset. You're up at night churning, thinking, when it's the last thing you should be doing. You should be saying, listen, if something didn't work out, it's not for me. If this isn't working, because this is an energy of you trying to be in control. And when it comes down to the divine, you are not in control. Whether you're Christian, whether you're spiritual, no matter what religion you are, okay? This divine energy is divine because it is above you. It is more than you, okay? There's destiny, there's fate, there's a plan. Everything is meant for you. You have to admit that, your car may break down and it may really suck and you may go a month or two without a car, but then you'll get a better car. Okay. You have a breakup, you break up with your boyfriend, you have a divorce and it may really suck and a few months go by or whatever. And then you get into a new relationship with a better person, right? You know what I'm saying? Generally things tend to get better even if they suck initially. Okay. So you have to start trusting in the universe. The Queen of Pentacles is a very independent energy. Do you understand? This Queen of Pentacles doesn't rely on anybody. So you are not surrendering to the universe. You are not, you're over here trying to manifest, you're over here trying to make things happen, but you're trying to control the situation. And that is not the way this works. You staying up all night worrying, I'm Christian, and I'm just going to tell you what my Bible says. Jesus literally says, you don't know how many hairs you have on your head. You know what I'm saying? You can't add an extra hour to your life. And not only that, but if I could feed every single bird and animal in the world, if it makes you think I'm going to make you starve. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, we don't realize, how blessed and taken care of we actually are. Do you understand? So it's time for you guys to release, take that deep breath and just say, what is for me is for me. And that is actually the law of attraction, Cancer. You have to look at the law of attraction, again, like a toddler. I maybe some of you have heard this or not me say this, because this is just the way I see the law of attraction, okay? Then again, I'm a Cancer and I see everybody as, kids, right? But my point here is it's like dealing with a toddler. If a toddler has something in their hands that you want, okay? Now, picture that what that toddler has in their hands is a relationship, a good job, money, a Lamborghini, whatever you're trying to manifest, this little toddler has it in their hands. And now you're trying to go grab it and you got to go like this and you got to go chase them and you got to go run and you got to go take it, right? You're chasing, and the more you chase the toddler, the more the toddler laughs and just runs away, right? Now, if you just simply don't care what the toddler has in their hands and you sit down and you want to eat a sandwich in peace and mind your business, or maybe just actually pee for 5 minutes without being bothered, this toddler will be actually stuck to your whole face trying to eat your food. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point, guys. If you do not go chasing these things and trying to control the situation, it will come to you. It will come to you. Now, with the Lover's card here, the Lover's card represents a strong soul tie connection. It represents a strong counterpart, like someone that you have in common with, someone that you really resonate with, all right? And it also represents decisions. So Cancer, here you are in your divine masculine energy, and with the 5 of Wands, I feel that you always feel like you're in competition with other people, like people are better than you. And I think it's funny that it falls right underneath this, the 3 of Swords and that card of rejection. I feel that many of you Cancers have, and I'm just going to come out and say it, I feel like many of you are suffering from low self-esteem. And what's happening is you get into relationships, okay, and you feel a certain way about things and you don't express how you feel. So what happens is you'll start to think, oh, well, maybe he likes blondes and I'm not blonde, and my hair's too dark. If I go blonde, I'm going to destroy my hair, and then I'm going to have short hair, and I know he likes long hair. You know what I'm saying? If you're a guy, well, I think she likes muscly guys, and I'm over here with my dad bod and I got this belly Kelly and she's over there looking at Jason Momoa, like whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? Like, because guys have insecurities too, ladies, okay? Guys have insecurities too, okay? So, you know, if anything, I think maybe even worse than us. So I feel that, you know, whoever I'm reading for has some very deep-seated insecurities where even if they're in a relationship where there is a lot of love, you will still find something to worry about that you're not good enough, okay? Oh, his ex used to cook really good and I don't know how to cook. Or maybe his ex weighed 98 pounds and I'm, you know, 175. Or, you know, oh, her last boyfriend used to bench 400 pounds or whatever. And I'm over here like with my freaking Twinkie watching, you know, I don't know, whatever, TV, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just this energy of even if somebody is giving you all the love and devotion and their eyes are on you and nobody else, you will still find something, some way to create emotional conflict within yourself that there's something out there better than you that this person deserves. Instead of just leaving it to this person. If this person wanted to be with someone else, Cancer, they would be with somebody else. There's so many people in the world and this person doesn't owe you anything, okay? If they want to be with a blonde chick, they'll go be with a blonde chick. If they want to be with a muscle guy, they'll be with a muscle guy. If they want, you know what I'm saying, a dude that bench presses 400 whatever pounds, you know what I'm saying, they'll be with that guy. If, you know what I'm saying, if he wants a girl that's tall, he'll be with a tall girl. If he, you know what I'm saying, that nothing is stopping this person from being with what they want. And if they're with you, they want you. Okay, if we're with you, they want you. Sometimes though, it's just, you know, it's a little distracting. I mean, you have to admit, if you're at a restaurant with 4 people and you ordered your food and you know you want your food because you ordered that food, it's what you always get. That's the food that you want. That is what you're going to eat. But then the people around you order food. What is the first thing you do? Oh, what did you get? Oh, is that good? How do you like it? Is that good? Whatever. You're not going to actually go and like take their whole plate of food or push your food away and make a whole new order. You're not going to do that. You're just interested. Hey, what's going on over there? You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's it. And then you go back to your food and you eat your plate, right? So it's the same concept. Okay, you know, so maybe someone just glanced over at a person that had muscles. All right, so what? You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal. And you will make a mountain out of a molehill over this, and that needs to stop because this person has eyes for, you know, that you're in relationships here where people maybe show you real love, but it's very much in your head. Now, with the Chariot here, the Chariot is a card of fast motion. It's a card of making decisions that are in your best interest, okay? And with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, I feel like Spirit is saying that you make promises from the heart here. Okay, so I think you're in a good place with this. When you make your choices and your decisions, you make promises, and I feel like you keep them. You make them with love, and you know what I'm saying, with good intent in your heart, and you follow through. So I think with your decision making, you're okay. Now with the Strength card, when it comes down to taming emotions, we're right back to what we've been talking about. Cancer, that Page of Swords, you have to see the truth of the matter here. With the Seven of Pentacles, a lot of you are nostalgic and thinking about the past, thinking of mistakes that you've made in the past. Okay, listen. So my ex, you know, Mikey, I don't know, cheated on me with a blonde chick. And I saw my current guy just glance at a blonde chick. So I've been down this road before. I know where this is going. I'm just going to sabotage this whole shit and go home. That's the type of energy that we're in here, okay? Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? It's not, one thing has nothing to do with the other. Not everybody is the same. You're living in the past here, which Cancer, it's normal because that's what Cancers do. We live in the past, right? But you have to let it go. And you have to realize that this is what you're doing here, because with the Strength card, what's happening is you're in a relationship with someone that you really like. You're in a relationship with someone who's maybe really in love with you, but you are holding yourself back. Listen, guy, and guys, I'm only making an example here. Listen, guy, you're hot, you're funny, you make good money, I like you, you know, you're good in bed, we're good, everything's fine, but you have to understand that we were at Denny's the other day, you glanced at that blonde chick, I had a dude that cheated on me with a blonde chick, so I gotta hold back my emotion here. I cannot allow myself to completely fall in love with you because, you know, at Denny's at 8:57 a.m., I saw you do what you did, and that's it. Now I gotta protect myself. I can't just let go I can't just let go and let God and that's it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's over something so silly, Cancer. It's over something so silly. So you have to be careful with that, okay? Now, the Hermit card talks about what do you need to take a moment, sit down, light a candle, grab yourself some tea or a cup of coffee, and think about, okay, what do you need to analyze in your life? So, number one, with the Three of Wands, you need to really start analyzing and thinking about what you really want. Because until you have your eyes set on a vision as to what you really want, you're going to keep sabotaging shit because you don't really know if you want it or not, okay? So, you may have a relationship here with this beautiful girl that, you know what I'm saying, is ready for marriage and she's ready to have kids and she's college educated and she's got this and she's got that. She's got perfect eyebrows, you know what I'm saying? But, and it's the perfect one. And, you thought you wanted this, you thought this is what you wanted, but you know what? Now you've come to realize, am I really ready to settle down? Do I really want this to be the last girl that I sleep with for the rest of my life? Probably not. So I'm going to sabotage this. You see what I'm saying? So you guys really have to sit down and get clear on what you want because you're only making your life harder. If you're truly ready to settle down, sit down, start looking for men or women that want the same thing so that you're really ready for this. It's so easy to say, oh, I want a good girl or a good guy that does this and that. And then when we get it, you notice how we're never ready because we haven't really asked ourselves, is this what we really want? Or is it just what everybody says that we're supposed to want? Okay. I live alone. I live alone. I like living alone. I've been married 4 times. I've had the cuddle nights. I've had everything. I enjoy my space. I read. I get tired. I get expelled with energy. I've got guides walking around talking to. I've got I sometimes have to sage my whole house. It's with the job that I do. It's difficult. I get woken up in my sleep sometimes. I've got all types of weird shit happening. And sometimes I just need to just not have people talk to me, to just be in quiet, put my little candles around me and just meditate, So I like living alone. But meanwhile, my family, who is, hardcore Sicilian, will sit here and tell me I'm crazy. How do you not want a man in your life? This isn't that. But you see, I know what I want. I used to want what you wanted, this family and whatever else, and it doesn't work for me, not because I didn't want it back then, like I wanted to be alone, but I'm just saying, like, maybe I never realized how much I value my own space. Maybe I never realized it because I never asked myself, do I really want a family, or is it that my family wants me to have a family? Do you see what I'm saying, guys? Are you following me here? So, that's something to think about because things are going to keep falling apart with that Five of Swords energy if you're not really going after what you truly want. Okay, it has to be what you truly want, not what the world says that you should have, not what your parents say that you should have. Maybe you're a girl and you're 27 years old and you're really looking to get married because you have to have the dress and all your friends are getting married and you got to have the baby and you got to have everything. When all you really want to do is, I don't know, travel. Like, you really just don't care about getting married. All you want to do is go see the world. Do it. Go see the world. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't do what you have to do just because you think you're supposed to do it. You need to take some time, Cancer, to sit down, relax, and really think about what you want to do here. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is all about upheaval in your life, why it's happening, and what the outcome is going to be. Now, again, I'm sure you've heard me say this once or twice in a reading before. The Wheel of Fortune, let me break it down for you. You want to build your own house. So first thing you have to do is go buy land. You look for the land. Beautiful grassy hill, wind is blowing, everything is peaceful, right? This is it. I want to buy this land. Once you make that decision, now you got contractors, you got yelling, you got screaming, you got digging, you got building, you got hammering, you got all this crap happening, okay? No more peacefulness. It does not look peaceful, but in the end, you're going to have this perfect house exactly how you wanted it on this hill. Everything is quiet, the breeze is going, everything is beautiful. That is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune will start to disrupt things in your life to get you to where you need to be. So Cancer, if you have lost things, people, money, situations, if you have felt desolate, if you have felt alone, okay, it is all leading you to the Nine of Cups. wish fulfillment. So Cancer, wherever you are on this scale, okay, I don't know if you're still in Five of Pentacles. You may still be feeling alone. You may have been just gone through a divorce. Your kids may have just left for college. You may have had a death, you know what I'm saying, in your family. Whatever is happening here, it is leading you towards your Nine of Cups. So that is absolutely beautiful. So if you're wondering like what you have coming, there is wish fulfillment ahead for you, Cancer, okay? Now, the Justice card is, what karma do you have coming towards you? What have you put out into the world that is coming towards you? And Cancer, I feel that you have dealt with a lot of situations here where you carried other people's burdens on your own. People that didn't care about you. Like people used you as a mule horse and then walked away from you. Okay. So what you have coming in, Cancer, is somebody that is going to do that for you. Take the weight off of your shoulders. Be there at every turn. You have that karma coming to you. But you got to remember something, Cancer, that in order for you to receive, you have to align yourself. So if you have the universe giving you this beautiful lover's energy where look at how he's looking at her and she's looking at him and nobody is looking at anybody at Denny's other than each other, and you're over here like, nope, but I saw him glance, I saw him look at it, I saw it happen, and I gotta hold back. You're not aligning yourself to receive your blessing, Cancer, so you have to be careful with that, okay? Now, here we have the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is all about going through sacrifice. It's all about waiting, stalling. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say you're saving up for a car, okay? You're saving up for the car and your friends are going on vacation. You really want to go on vacation, but you can't do it because you got to wait. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait. You got to save. You got to get that car. And you gain enlightenment on, you know what? If I have control over my life, if I make the right choices, better things are going to come my way. So you learned a lesson there, okay? So that's what the Hanged Man is, okay? And I feel that, Cancer, right now, whatever stagnancy is happening in your life, you may already be at this Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress, and Eight of Pentacles energy. You may have already achieved this, but Spirit is telling you that whatever sacrifice you're needing to make right now, it is going to end very, very well, especially on a financial front. Okay, especially if you're opening your own business, starting a job, going to school, you are going to be very, very well off, even though it sucks right now. If you're in college and all your friends are going off, getting married, doing this, doing that, whatever, and you got to sit there and study for your registered nurse exam or whatever, you know, on Adderall all night doing what you got to do, it's worth the sacrifice, okay? It's worth the sacrifice. Whatever you're sacrificing, Cancer, you will be very much financially stable. Now, what needs to change in your life, Cancer, with the Death card? And when I say change, I mean put it to bed, baby, okay? Like change and don't look back. You need to stop with the impulsive behavior. Okay, you need to stop with the impulsive behavior, which is the sabotage that we're seeing right here, Cancer. Okay, what's happening here is as soon as you get triggered, you lock people out and you do something crazy to push them away so that this way you don't have to deal with it. That's got to stop. Okay, that's got to stop. I feel like you're sabotaging connections. You may get nasty with your mouth. You give people the silent treatment. You're acting some type of way here. That Queen of Swords, that Five of Swords, you're acting some type of way here, Cancer, from a place of fear. Okay, that's got it. You got to cut that out of your life. You gotta cut that out of your life, Cancer. Clean out the closet. Clean out whatever you need to clean out. But you have to stop operating from a place of fear. Go back to the Fool energy, okay? Now, what do we have here for Temperance? Now, Temperance is a card of patience. Temperance is a card of balance. Temperance is a healing angel, okay? So what do we have coming in? What is going to be balancing out here? What are you waiting for? What is this angel bringing to you? Here we have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm feeling passion, money, abundance. You have a lot of beautiful things coming towards you, Cancer. You just have to be patient. You just have to make the right decisions. Be tempered in the way you handle things. Again, let's take it back a notch. If you do impulsive crap and if you don't know exactly what you want and you sabotage situations, if he looked at a chick at Denny's for 5 seconds, do not throw away the whole man, Cancer. Okay? You can't throw away I got to throw away the whole man and start over. You understand what I'm saying? And guys, this is not gender specific. I'm just making examples, okay? Like you can't throw away the whole person then start over. That's not the way it works, okay? Having a relationship is give and take. Having a relationship is overcoming challenges. You know, he looked at someone at Denny's, you got cheated on with a blonde chick. Take a deep breath. This is not your ex. She is not, you know, a home wrecker. She's just eating some freaking turkey sausage and going home to her kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you got to relax. The key here is you got to relax, Cancer. You got to tone it down. You got to stop. I'm getting an energy of people here that are actually sabotaging the connection. Like, I'm just going to drop this before you hurt me because I don't got the time. And that's just not good. You have to temper that emotion. You have to be more patient. You have to be more calm. And when you do, you're going to have passion, money, success, and abundance coming in. Okay? With the Devil card, what are we chained to here? What are we chained to here that is toxic? I feel that you make promises that you are going to be the rock in everybody's life. Stop it, Cancer. Stop it, because this is an energy of broken bird syndrome. This is an energy of, I will take care of everything until I wear myself out and then kill myself in this whole relationship here because I can't take it anymore. You cannot be the only one offering to build a solid foundation because it will fall, okay? You cannot be the only friend that's giving. You cannot be the only sibling that's giving. You cannot be the only worker at your job that's giving. You cannot be the only person in your relationship, your marriage, that is giving. It cannot. Stop making these promises. I will be there for you. I will be your rock. I will be your foundation, because Cancer, you are a human being. You are a human being, and there will be a time where you're going to need a rock, or you're going to need a ride, or you're going to need $5, or you're going to need $2. So you got to learn how to give and make promises and work on your relationships in a healthier way. Okay, that is what you're toxic. That's what you're chained to here, and that's what needs to stop. Okay. What is not solid in your life right now? Okay. What keeps crashing down, what keeps having a very rocky foundation is your sex life, possibly the way you communicate with people. You don't have patience, Cancer. You're hurt, you're defensive, you're in Queen of Swords mode, you're in Knight of Swords mode. You know what? I've had it. You know what I'm saying? I've just had it. You know, the smallest thing will set you off. 9 + 1 is 10, and you drop everything. Okay? You drop everything. All right? He looked at the chick at Denny's at 8:57 a.m., and that's it. I just can't take this anymore. I gotta go. Bam. Tower down. Man down. Man, next. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to stop this. You have to stop this energy of, you know, I'm tired of this person, someone new. I'm tired of this person, someone new. You know, it's got to stop. It has to stop, because it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for the people around you. And you're not aligning yourself with the divine to give you the prosperity that you deserve, because you have all this karma racking up. Okay. You have all this karma racking up that the divine owes you. Okay. And they can't give it to you because you don't want to receive it, because you're just too tired, defensive, overwhelmed. You need to know and understand that the divine, even though you've been hurt, even though you've been through it, don't forget that Wheel of Fortune, what I said, how things may seem chaotic, but it's all going to work out for the best, Cancer. What are you hoping for, Cancer? What are you hoping for here? What is the star? What are you being divinely guided to understand here? Where are you being divinely guided to go? Spirit is telling you here, Cancer, there has been a lot of loss. There has been a lot of pain. You've regretted a lot of decisions that you've made, maybe helping people, you know what I'm saying, spending that money, taking that time, trusting, okay? You're looking at all those cups that have fallen, but you're not looking at what's behind you. You're not looking at the 2 cups, okay? We have stability coming in for you, Cancer, a family, a home, safety. You just got to turn around and look at those 2 cups. And we all know in tarot what the 2 of cups mean: soulmate connection, true soul tie, perfect counterpart, twin flame. You have it coming in, Cancer. This is where the divine is guiding you. If you will just stop trying to drive the damn car and let them drive. Stop being a backseat driver, Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Just give, you know, Jesus, take the wheel. That's it. But if you give Jesus the wheel, you can't be like, no, not like that. Here, let me take it on. You don't know what you're doing. You can't act that way. Okay. You have to let the divine take you there. Okay. You're not letting them guide you to where you actually want to be. Okay. The Moon card here, what you're not seeing. What aren't you seeing, Cancer? Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, you're not seeing the blessing that is coming your way, Cancer. You're not seeing what you have in front of you. You're not allowing it to happen because you're always in this energy of what if, okay? You know, the divine will bring you a soulmate. The divine will bring you someone that you can meet, that you can have a Ten of Cups with, that you could have a Ten of Pentacles with, that you could have wish fulfillment with, that you could have this beautiful soul tie with, and this is the energy that you're in. And listen, it's something here is going to happen. Something here is going to happen. Let me just blow this up because I don't want to deal with it. I don't have the time. So you're not seeing when the divine wants to give you a blessing, you're not even acknowledging it because you're living in the land of what if, all right? And this is what the universe wants to give you. Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. I mean, it doesn't get any more beautiful than this, okay? It just doesn't. So what do you need to wake up here to, Cancer? What do you need to realize? What do you need to learn here? Okay, what you need to learn here is that with the Two of Pentacles, you cannot be in your head with doubt, this confusion, this, you know, if you wake up, if you go on a date and things are going good, just let it flow. Not, well, what if they do this? What if they have other options? What if their credit is bad? What if they're doing this? What if they're going to leave me? What if they're a dope fiend? What if they're a drug addict? What if they have a whole nother family in Australia? Listen, stop. Linda, listen, you know what I'm saying? You have to stop. You have to realize that this is a problem. This is an energy of doubt, mistrust, confusion, overthinking. You're not manifesting anything positive if you're constantly in a state of fragmented energy, Cancer. It's not going to happen. Okay, it's just not going to happen. So you have to release this behavioral pattern that you have going on. Judgment card. Final decisions, second chances. What do we need to decide on here? We're going to need to decide on healing, Cancer, and moving forward and talking to people. Look at that beautiful sun there. When we talk to people, it's passion, it's going places. You're speaking life into people. You're moving forward, but you have to heal first. Cancer, you have to make the decision to do that. You need to ask yourself, am I going to really give myself a second chance at life? Am I going to go back to my fool energy, my innocent energy, and just go into relationship, trust God, and believe? Can I do that? And guess what, Cancer? If you do that and you get hurt again, Spirit still has a plan for you. It doesn't mean that it didn't work, okay? You know, how many times does a child have to fall when they're learning to walk before they get it right? Okay, it happens. But you have to start, you can't bring the toxicity, you can't just keep bringing it into your connections. You have to clean that out. You just have to forgive and move on. The World card, what cycle is closing out and what needs to move forward? Cancer, I feel here that you are going to be leaving a lot in the past, and I feel like you're going to step into your power, the loving, intuitive, caring, kind person that you are. You have a prosperous new beginning here. A lot of money, a lot of love, you have it coming to you, Cancer. You just have to open up to receive it. Align yourself to receive it, Cancer. Get out of this negative energy, get out of the driver's seat, and when you do hand the driver's seat to the divine, stop being a backseat driver. Let it guide you, because see, this star card is divine guidance, Cancer, okay? And it wants to take you from this place of misery to stability, to safety. Let me take you. You understand what I'm saying? Let me take you. But, you know, you have to allow yourself to be guided. You have to trust in the divine. You don't have that relation. This is the problem here at the heart of the matter. You don't have that relationship with the divine. You're trying to be too independent. Like, I can do it. I can handle it. I can do this. And that's why you're going to bed with anxiety every night. Okay? That's why you're going to bed with anxiety every night. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you like this, then I'll do it every once in a while, maybe once a month or something, okay? I love you guys. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good weekend. Bye.